Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Gina from Her Cosmic Crown. Today we are going to discuss the signs that you are in the wrong career, according to astrology, of course. Before we begin, I just want to discuss the planets that rule over our purpose and our inspiration. So our inspiration is that spark that comes within us. It's the thing that motivates us to wake up and to do something in the world, to make a difference, to contribute to society. And to see that, we want to look at our sun in our chart. And the sun is all about our inspiration, all about our creative inspiration, our vision for the world. We also want to look at the 10th house because that represents the path that we're on. And we also want to look at Jupiter. So Jupiter is our purpose. It's our purpose in life. It shows what matters to us. Like, why am I doing this thing? Because what I do should have meaning, right? So the sun is our actions. It's more action-based. It's what we're doing. It's how we shine in the world. Whereas Jupiter is that inner purpose, that inner meaning. Is this work meaningful? And it's about finding meaning in that thing. The sun is that our self-expression. It's how we show up in the world, and it's that individual thing that makes us unique in a way that no one else can do. No one can do it like us, right? So it's our unique expression. We want to look at the sun and Jupiter when it comes to what we should be doing in this world, especially the sun. The sun represents our career and our career path. Let's discuss the signs now. What are some signs that we are in the absolutely wrong career? The first one is that we're only there for the money. So if we don't see outside of the money that we're getting, like why we're here, we're not inspired to be there. We just are there for the paycheck, just to put food on our plates and to have a roof over our heads, then we know that we're probably not in the right career for us. Number two, impostor syndrome. Have you ever worked at a job where you're just like, I don't feel like I should be here. I feel like I'm an imposter in a way. There's something within you that feels like you're just super insecure about the work that you're doing. Even if you're doing a great job doing that thing, like you just feel somewhat insecure doing it. So a person can be extremely successful, they can be good at their job, but they have a lot of doubts. They could fear other people seeing right through them, seeing that, hey, maybe they're not as good as they look. So they feel like they are performing in a way, and that performance is a facade. That could be a sign that perhaps you're not in the right career. Number three, maybe you don't fit in. Maybe you don't fit in with your coworkers as much. Maybe on the inside you feel like an artist, but because of programming from society or your family or your culture, you felt like you had to become a doctor or something. So now you're a doctor, but you just don't fit in. Something is missing. And you find yourself doing art on the side, but you don't get the approval that you want or the respect that you want. So you continue doing that thing. So maybe you just don't fit in, or something's just off about that job. So that could be a sign that you're not in the right career. The fourth sign is that you feel depressed. When you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like getting out of bed to go to work. You dread going to work. You don't even enjoy your Sundays because you're thinking, oh shoot, I have to go to work tomorrow and I don't want to go there. I can't spend another day at work. And you don't want to do it, but you force yourself to do it. You have to, because you have to have the money. Number five is a low sense of self. You don't feel like you're expressing your individuality. You don't feel like you just kind of feel lost in that job. You don't feel like you're at the right place because you are in a place that you shouldn't be. You have low confidence and a low sense of self, And this can really mess up with your mental health. And this can cause mental health problems because you're just not in a role where you should be. You're not feeling validated, and you're having all of the above things that I mentioned already, like impostor syndrome, depression. You have a lot of doubts, you have a lot of insecurities, you don't want to be there, and it takes a toll on your body when you are not expressing your individuality the correct way. It's like you're doing this performance over and over, day in and day out, and you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. In our astrological charts, when we look at our sun, especially, we can see our essence, who we are. That's the sun. And we can see how we're supposed to shine, in the world. And when we're doing something that is contrary to that, that can cause a whole host of issues. So the sun and the moon are some of the most important planets in our charts, and those need to be doing well. They need to be healthy in our charts, or else there will be a lack of alignment. And the last one is just a lack of fulfillment in general, just not feeling good in life. This can cause a lot of just low energy, low moods. The sun is our vitality. It's also our energy level. It shows how much energy we have. When the sun is powerful in our charts, it can burn toxins within us. So it's important to have this fiery, burning sun that's within us, that we're fueling it instead of suppressing it by going into a job that we don't want to. And of course, we all have to make a living. So maybe maybe we can do that job for a certain period of time and then eventually do something that motivates us to get out of bed and to enjoy life. Now, let's discuss some signs that you're actually in the right field. So some signs are that you're inspired, right? You wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, I cannot wait to work on this project. I can't wait to go to work. I can't wait to finish this. Oh, I have an idea, right? Jupiter is just influencing you that morning, and you're just like, oh, I need to do this. I want to do this. I need to write down this idea before I forget. The second sign is that you feel creative and you're creating, the energy is flowing within you. Number 3, you feel like what you're doing matters. There's a purpose, it matters. You're helping other people, you're contributing to society because you are good at that thing, you're inspired to do it, you have that inner motivation to do it. And the next sign is that this thing comes natural to you. You may not be perfect at it, but you're doing something that's natural to you. The sun is consistent. We always know the cycles of the sun. All year round, it does the same cycles. Similarly with us, there's this thing that is us continuously. Like, we continuously do that thing, or we should continuously do that thing. And it's something that you can kind of usually recognize at a young age. For example, I've always loved philosophy. I loved to think about existential questions, and I've always loved helping people. I wanted to go into a field where I help people, but also think like big picture. And I've always been drawn to those kind of fields. Psychology, I've always loved psychology. So it's usually something that's consistently you, not hobbies that you try necessarily here and there throughout your life, but what is innate to who you are. Another sign is this career field makes you feel fulfilled. You feel fulfilled. You don't feel like you're missing out on something. You are fulfilled. You are happy with what you're doing. The next sign is that you take pride. You have a healthy amount of pride and confidence in what you do. And that is the sun, right? The sun is all about us taking actions, being prideful and happy because, look at this thing I created. Look at this thing that I did. I did that. And you know, this is so important to have, because like I mentioned before, having a strong sun in our chart, and by doing the actions that inspire us, it can really fuel the, you know, the fire within us, and that can help us burn toxins. It can help us be healthier, and we're taking actions that are aligned with who we are. And another sign is that it gives you energy. So when you are doing what inspires you, you want to do more of that thing. So you have a lot of energy, you want to do that even more. So the next sign is that you find people who you really admire. You're like, oh my gosh, I admire this person. And it's someone in your career field that you admire. You just look up to them because you see them shining, doing what they do. And in turn, other people will tend to admire you because you're shining, you're inspired, you're doing what you are here to do as well. So if you find yourself like not really looking up to people in your career field, maybe that's not a good fit for you. Or if you don't have the vision to like aspire and to go to the next level in that career field, maybe that's a sign that, hey, there's something else for you out there. The next sign is that you want to do this thing long term. You don't see it as like a short-term goal, like, oh, I'm just gonna do this for 5 years. No, you wanna do it for the rest of your life. And again, the sun is what is consistent because it represents who we are. So it's not like we can separate ourselves from that thing because it is who we are. And the last sign that I will be discussing is the recognition that you receive feels validating. So if someone's saying like, wow, you are very talented, you're good at this thing, and this is the thing that you're supposed to be doing, you're going to feel validated. You're gonna feel really good. You're gonna feel seen and heard. Whereas if you're doing a job, even if you're great at it and you're getting praises and promotions and people are saying, oh my gosh, you're the best person doing this job, you're gonna feel that imposter syndrome. You're gonna feel like, oh, okay, I don't, thank you, but no thanks. You know, it's gonna feel awkward. You're like, I don't even deserve this, you know? On the other hand, if you're doing what you're inspired to do, what you're motivated to do, even if society doesn't validate it or recognize it, if you're here doing what you're meant to do and you're doing that thing and you get validation for it, it's going to feel amazing. And you're not going to feel like an imposter because that's who you are. You know, going to school to be an engineer, getting the degrees, getting the promotions in that field, but on the inside you feel like you should have been a chef and that's all you've wanted to do your whole life and you're not doing it, then it's gonna feel like you're gonna feel like an imposter. Anyway, I hope this video helps you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until then, bye.